How like, what am I doing out here? Like, I just failed at a roller. Real quickly, for anybody new here, we're gonna just go through the Mad Scientist bag in case you are not familiar with the discs. Up first, we have the anti-rollaway putter. It does indeed roll away, but it looks cool and has 6 sides. Up next, we have a version of the world's first flight-changing disc. It got horribly messed up and flies like a tilt, not very throwable. Then we have our beautiful golf ball dimple disc here, scaled to size. These are the actual size that a golf ball dimple would be on a disc golf disc. Up next, we have the 13 speed, an absolute juggernaut of a disc. Here is our stop sign disc, one of the more truer flyers that we've made. Nothing really special other than it's just an octagon. And then lastly, we do have the world's first flight-changing disc. This one in completely working order. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we find ourselves at a little 9-hole course here in Huntsville, Alabama. And people are always saying, Hunter, why don't you keep your score? You should set goals. Well, today that's exactly what we're doing. We wiped off the dust of the Mad Scientist bag. We have 9 holes ahead of us, and our goal is to break par. Do I think that's going to happen? Absolutely not, because this is not your average 9-hole disc golf course. We are starting off with hole 1, 363 feet, dead straight. I don't think I've thrown any of these discs that far, but we're going to see how the round goes. We're going to start off with our classic. This is kind of the finished, polished version of the world's first flight-changing disc, and we're just going to keep everything closed up for the first throw. No glide. That went basically nowhere. It flew good, but it didn't go very far. We're gonna have a tricky approach. The putter, that's the biggest wild card. If we can somehow get the putter going, maybe we will be all right. I guess we are still about 85 to 90 feet away. Not a ton of distance on that tee shot. We are gonna go with the anti-rollaway putter. I did not really practice this thing with any kind of distance. So let's see, maybe we'll get lucky, have ourselves a little throw in. Hey, that wasn't bad. I think we're actually gonna start with a par. For the 3, hole 2, 270 feet. Now, usually little 9-hole courses are pretty simple, and that's kind of what I was banking on today, but this course is everything but. It is dead straight, but we have a crazy low ceiling. We need to hang out really wide, and we need a ton of stability. So this was kind of the accident of the world's first modified disc, and it was super overstable. It's like a tilt. So hopefully it will come through well for us, and we can have a strong left finish. Oh my gosh. That disc is horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I put it in the bag thinking it would get used. It goes nowhere. Like, it's terrible. But to be honest with you guys, there's not much I can do from here. I have to go with kind of a like really aggressive turnover flick shot. Could go with a flick roller. Not the best at them, but you know, actually, let's go ahead and try the flick roller. Come on. Okay, you know, things are just kind of working so far. I'll gladly take that. For the par, hole 3, 300 feet. The basket's tucked in between that big tree up there and the bush. Very tricky pin location. We are gonna go with the golf ball disc. Oh, that's gone. Oh. I do forget with that disc, it does turn a ton, and you 100% think it's a roller, and then it just, bam, some stability kicks in. Our tee shots are getting worse by the hole. It seems that we are about in that 90-foot range again, and I'm gonna kind of disc up a little bit. I'm gonna go with the 8-sided disc, try to give it a little bit more of a run. This does feel a lot better in the hand than the 6-sided does. Oh boy, I didn't want any testers today, okay? That was the goal. 0 tester putts, because I don't think I'm gonna make any of them. This is every bit of a 30-foot putt. And the thing that gets me so much with this, for some reason, the 6-sided, there's nowhere comfortable to put your hand. I actually put one of the points in between my knuckles, and I just know for a fact that is not a recipe for success. Dang it. So a little behind the scenes update and why there wasn't another vlog and why I have about 5,000 layers on. I'm sure a lot of you guys are experiencing it as well. Hardcore cold snap. This morning when I woke up, 9 degrees. Listen, when you're van lifing and it's that cold, there's nothing to do. All my electronics dead, everything I have to tuck in my bed with me when I sleep. So really nothing to vlog about, but I thought this would be a fun little way to get out, test the old crazy mad scientist bag, just have some fun. Now, if you want to talk about confidence, it's stepping up to a 280-foot hole, needing a birdie to bring us back to par, and this is the disc in your hand. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't be more confident right now. We got the old 17 speed out. I know I can push this thing, get some turn, get that sharp left finish. So hopefully it works out for us. Oh my goodness. Nope. We hit the one tree. You know, I forget how funky these discs are. Like, you really got to release that thing on a ton of anhyzer. Not a good look for the old mad scientist bag. I don't know why, but I'm just oozing confidence on this up and down. We are gonna go with our little fake tilt here. I'm gonna put it on a ton of ante, hopefully get that nice forehand flex line. Should have a tap in. That's what I'm talking about. I wish, we just need a good tee shot. We need one good tee shot and we'll be back on track. For the par, hole 5, and believe it or not, we have a chance here because we have a par 4. 480 feet. It's on the other side of those trees up there, and it's about halfway up a hill. Not the easiest hole, but I think a par 4 might be our only chance at a birdie. And for the first time, we are gonna really send the old 17 speed. See if we can get any distance with it. You know, I don't know. We got a good release. We got some good turn. The fade, I don't know anything really about disc production. Fade is our problem. When that thing decides it's done and hooking up, it goes 5 more feet out of the air. Now, we did not prepare for any shot like this. We have this little tunnel here, probably around 130 feet, I would guess. I have no idea what disc to go with, if I should try to go for a little flip up. None of them are very touchy though. So I think I do kind of have to go with our mock tilt again and go with the little flick shot. They don't have finesse. Maybe the 6-sided putter does, but now's not the chance to risk it. Take back everything I said about the birdie opportunity. I will say, don't count out the old 8-sided disc for a throw-in, because now we only have about 100 feet. That's plenty doable. This got us with the stability last time, so I'm gonna compensate a little bit more. I'm gonna throw fast, hard, on a good amount of ante. It's probably gonna go in. I've been mowing it over. I think it's gonna go in. Oh, you know, not bad. I think we can knock that putt down. I'm pretty happy with that shot. Confidence is the key. Oh, thank goodness. I tell you what, my confidence disappeared the second that thing looked like it was gonna bounce out. Hole 6, 327 feet, and we do have a pretty big anhyzer. Now, to be honest, if I wanted to be a little sneaky, I'd just throw a big hyzer over everything, but that's not the goal today. We're gonna try to hug this left-hand side, hopefully get some decent turn. If we have a putt, that'd be amazing. I'm gonna take our original modified disc. I'm gonna open this sucker up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna open it up, hopefully take out some of the stability, and we'll be all right. Well, it worked great until it cut rolled. I don't know, we're getting the hang of it. The only thing I'm feeling confident in right now is the flick with our fake tilt. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do, probably around, honestly, 100 feet for the 2. Get down. All right, we're getting pars. We gotta find that birdie. We gotta find it. For the par, like I've mentioned, I would love to like challenge a touring pro to a bag swap, you know, because these aren't brand loyal. I think they'd be okay. I don't think it'd breach any contract. So if anybody knows any, you know, tell them to reach out if they'd be open to it. Maybe a little interview, little bag swap action. I've reached out to a few, no responses yet. I am in Alabama, so if anybody knows Matty O, that would be king. I would love to hang out and do a little bag swap with Matty O. Hole 7, we have a long par 3 and no chance, 395 feet. Now the play would be a flex shot right at it, but we do have that car up there. And if there's one thing right now that I don't have confidence in, it's this entire bag. So we are gonna go with the super bailout hyzer lane, just in between this big gap, get a left finish, make a play for the pin on shot number 2. There's no glide. No glide. They don't go anywhere. Without question, this is the most pressure that we've had on us here because we have to get up and down. I would guess we're probably around 230-ish feet away. We are gonna go with the stop sign. Oh my goodness. Oh no, fade. That thing, it flew so beautifully and straight. I would have never guessed that. Man, we need the putt of our career. These are the moments where champions are made. Oh my goodness. What? It sat right in there. I thought for sure that was gonna chain out. We still have a chance. Hole 8, 302 feet. Now I'll be honest, I was really hoping that we'd walk up and it'd be like a 230 footer. You know what I mean? But I don't think we were getting any of these here. This is a pretty tricky shot. You wanna flip up, left finish. Nice and simple, not with an octagon. It gets pretty short, kind of tunnels in at the end there. Well, I think we just need luck more than anything. Get some stability. It's just, I mean, we have a chance. We need a throw in. They're just not going far. You may be wondering what my confidence right now in making this shot is. Without question, 10 out of 10. Oh, I figured if I just didn't think and just reacted, we had a chance. That was the closest one we've had so far. As you can see, it's windy. The conditions are not on our side. For the par, well guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but there is zero chance that we can get back to par. Hole 9 is 383 feet, par 3, and the basket's up on a little hill right there. It's just sick. You know, we had no chance on a hole like this. Again, really hoping for that 200 footer. If I do this challenge again, if it just happens to turn out that I'm at a putt and approach course, just know it was purely by accident. Now, I know we have no chance of getting anything close, so I'm going to try a roller. I'm sure this is going to work out as bad as we all expect it to, but I'm going to try it with the 13 speed. I can't even, it's too stable. It's too stable. How embarrassing, like, what am I doing out here? Like, I just failed at a roller. Like, we're going to make that shot. Don't get it confused. We're about to knock that down and hit par. And this is what it all boils down to, this amazing throw-in with the 8-sided disc. That's gonna wrap up today's video and our first real challenge of trying to make par on the channel. Now, we didn't exactly set ourselves up for success. My random pick turned out to be the most legit 9-hole course that I've ever played. As you guys saw, these discs are not exactly the best, especially when it comes to distance. Now, a lot of them really do have potential, but they would probably need someone who understands all of the aerodynamics a little bit better. As I've mentioned, if any of you guys, or if any of you guys know any touring pros, feel free to reach out. By the time this video posts, I still will be in Huntsville, Alabama. So go ahead, hop on my website, find my email there, and get a hold of me. I would absolutely love to do it. And while you're there, maybe check out some merch and some of the used discs. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Now it's your turn to go toss some plastic.